Ready When You Are. That's the name of the album. What You Doing? That's the name of the track. I don't even know how I discovered these young men, Heather B. I know Kaytranada was speaking on them before. My homeboy Adrian Miller was managing Kaytranada, working with them really closely. And so a lot of times when artists come through the spectrum, I always tell them, man, keep me hip, keep me on point. I like things that are different. I like things that are outside the box. I like music and artists that I can't really pinpoint. I can't really put them in a genre. You know, it's inexplicable what they do because it isn't one thing. We just had IDK up here recently, who I really appreciate his music because it's never the same thing twice. So these are people who create without boundaries, without perimeters. They're fearless. This is what true art is all about. And so as I listened to the album Ready When You Are, there were a few songs that just stood out, and I just went back and started burying my head in their past projects, which they put out a lot of projects. I did not realize that. I am not so egotistical where I cannot tell you the truth that I wasn't up on these gentlemen.
Right.
And I pride myself on that. That's how I've sustained so many decades, Heather B.
Telling the truth.
Telling the truth. There was an artist, a group by the name of The Roots once that almost got dropped from their record label because the record label didn't know how to market and promote them correctly.
Right.
And they came to King Tech and myself and said, hey, man, can y'all do a campaign behind them? I was like, what is it that you can't tell? They were destined for genius and brilliance and success. That was in the 90s.
Right.
Look at them now.
Yeah,
that deserves
DJ Premier did that for me.
What do you mean?
I was about to be released from my record label at the time when I had a deal at EMI Records, and DJ Premier went to the president of the label and said, this is not her fault, it's y'all fault. You guys did not promote her properly. Extend her contract.
And they did it?
And they did it.
The Fugees, before they put out their they put out their first album.
The album was called Blunted on Reality.
Blunted on Reality.
It
was called Nappy Heads, and the company came and said, we're not sure what to do with this. What can you guys do to push it? Same thing happened with Outkast. You know, it happens all the time. It happens all the time because you're doing something that's unique and different. That's no reason to not do what it is you're doing. That's more the reason to continue on the path. And I say to you gentlemen that are here today, let me make sure I get the names right. Tony Stone.
Right here.
DoomX.
Yep. That's me.
And Rami B.
Yes, sir.
Planet Giza is here, citizens. Come on, man. They're here. They're here.
Building.
That was a nice introduction.
That was a beautiful intro, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you didn't know how I was going to do it. Me neither. That shit comes from the heart, dog. I mean, I'm telling you what I feel because I feel like other people should be aware on you. Plus, I study National Geographic. I wanted to be an archaeologist when I was a kid. You know, I wanted to study ancient civilizations, artifacts, and all those sorts of things. So when I heard the name Planet Giza, naturally I'm thinking of these 3 pyramids.
Right.
Over there in that Egyptian region of the world, correct?
Exactly. Yep.
Is that where the name came from?
Yeah. Yep.
Damn it, that's why I watch National Geographic.
You on point, Sway.
Right? So tell me about you guys. So did y'all meet growing up?
Yeah, so I used to play basketball with Rami when we was kids.
Okay.
And, you know, a couple years down the line, I met him again in high school. We both had failed French, which is ironic because that's our first language.
How the hell you failed French in Canada, bro? How does that work?
The same way Americans fail English.
Right.
Really? Okay.
You know how many F's in English, the English class they gives out?
Yeah, but that just seems worse when you're in Canada. Now. I don't know why, but...
My mom was like, boy, you speak French. How you feel French? I was like, hey, just have it.
So y'all met from Philly?
So we met up again, and that's when he told me that he was making beats. And I was like, what that mean, make beats? Like, you bang on tables or whatever? Like, and he was like, nah, like, I make instrumentals. So we went to his crib and he showed me FL Studio and how to make beats. I used to throw him samples like, yo, flip the SpongeBob theme song.
The Pokemon samples.
The Pokemon, and he'd make a beat with that. Then I seen that and I said, oh, that's crazy. Went back home, downloaded FL Studio, started making beats.
Okay.
The next year after, I meet up with this guy through a mutual friend. And he was making beats as well. So one day I was like, yo, let's just all get together and make beats at the crib. Made one song, put it on SoundCloud. It's called Old School Convertible. And it was just a beat. Took off on SoundCloud.
Old School Convertible. When you say take off, what, thousands of views?
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
I mean, it took off.
y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Took off. So it was like, yo, we on to something. So we got to keep this going.
Okay. All right. And then what did y'all knew each other from the same neighborhood or?
Nah, I'm from a neighborhood called Saint Leonard.
Okay.
And he's from Laval.
Yep.
He's from Terrebonne. That's like fucking
A bit further out.
Yeah, it's a bit further out. It was always like on the outside.
Huh.
So yeah, we met like through the internet. So.
And what made y'all want to actually be a trifecta? Because oftentimes you have a singer or a rapper and they might be connected to a producer, but they're not necessarily a duo, you know, or a group. Like I think of Drake and 40, but it's still Drake the artist. But why was it important for y'all to do this together?
I mean, when we first started, he wasn't rapping on the beats. We were all just making, we're just doing just like Kaytra. We're putting out beats on SoundCloud. So that's how we were trying to like do something different. They were more on like the trap side of things. I was more on like the boom bap. So we were trying to like put all that together. So that's how we started making beats all together. Yeah.
God, so then talk about how you discovered your voice.
I mean, I was always like rapping and freestyling a little bit when I was young, you know, but never took it seriously. And then one day we made this beat and we wanted Mick Jenkins on the beat. Back then we didn't know him or whatever. And we couldn't get him on the beat. And the guys knew I could rap. So they were like, man, just rap on the beat. Like, let's just see what it does. Did that, put it out. And the reception was pretty good, you know. So then from that point on, we were like, all right, well, let's just keep trying. And then got more confident with it. And here we are now.
Yeah, it's cheaper too, right?
Well, but you ended up doing a song with Mick Jenkins, though.
Yeah, several
Songs with Mick Jenkins. So
homie.
it came full circle.
Exactly.
Did Mick Jenkins hear you on that track, or what made him decide to work with you?
We knew him through management. We had common management. And we played him the song, and he was like, man, you guys are crazy. And he was like, man, your voice, you have a fire voice. And hopped on the song, did his verse in like 20 minutes. And from that point on, we've been real close.
What was the first album y'all put out?
Like first when he's rapping on it, or just
in general?
I think it was called. No, there was one before. It was
Detour,
called like
Detour Zayat City.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was the one.
Because I was listening to music from your past that sound way more dance to me, more club dance type of style than I'm hearing now with the project you released now. Talk to me about that. Is that true? Was it more along those lines?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened? Talk to me about the evolution or the expansion.
So basically, when we started, we was all making beats. He wasn't rapping, so we was like, yo, let's just do like music that don't need like vocals on it. So we were like going full, like creative on it, doing the most we could, because at the time, like that what works on the SoundCloud scene. That's why you see people like Kaytra, Mr. Carmack, I Classified, The P, like these type of artists. So when we started doing that, damn, I forgot a question.
No, I mean, how the music started evolving. This is one of your first interviews?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, man. We're going to walk you through it, baby. It's good.
You can see
got
it,
you, man. It's going downhill from here, though. You know that, right?
Yeah. But we started making those type of music, but then when he started rapping, that's when we evolved into doing like more hip-hop style.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So when did Kaytra come involved? Y'all did a song with him before too, right? Domina, what's it called? Domina. Y'all did that with Kaytra. Now, what year was that? That was
2017.
2017. How did that happen? Because that's just, that dude is incredible. So
Right. Well, he's from where we from, Okay. So, common circles. We have the same scene in Montreal, and so he got to hear what we was making, and he really liked it because it was, like you said, it was different and more dancey or whatever. And so we just connected and started making music.
I like this, man. Planet Giza's here, man. These beautiful people over there. You see all those amazing energy and faces. They're from the nonprofit organization I Am Cultured.
Yep.
You guys are making money now. We need some donations from you. These kids are going to be traveling. They're going to come back and ask you guys some questions too.
Sounds good.
What you doing? The song we just played is Saba's on that, right?
Yep.
Saba
Love
Pivot
Saba.
is on that. Who's
Yep.
been on our show 1,000 times. How did y'all connect with Saba Pivot?
It was really he found us on Instagram. Somebody had shared a video we made, and he hit us up. He was like, "Man, that song is fire," and we hit him back like, "The song, you're fire. We need to work right now." And we were like, "We're gonna be in LA in the summer," and he was like, "Man, when y'all out here, reach out."
Okay.
And it was super organic. The session was super smooth. Did the song real quick.
You gotta be in these spaces though. You gotta be on SoundCloud, right? You gotta be wherever active in these social media platforms. You never know who you can meet.
Right.
Exactly.
So y'all just met on the strength of your talent, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Right.
Yeah, Facebook too.
Yeah.
Facebook.
It was more like social media. At
Talent
first.
and social media is a wild combo.
Do you have do you make sure that every day I gotta go on certain platforms to see what's there?
I mean, we try, but
The best we could.
The best,
Yeah.
we
The
can,
best we
yeah.
can, yeah.
Is there anyone that y'all have DM that you're still waiting to hear back from?
Oof, there's plenty of them.
Like who? Because it might happen now. So
Right.
you know.
You know, a little sway in the morning mixed with the DM might make magic happen.
I gotta go through the DMs. I don't know.
man, you might as well shoot for the stars. Kendrick was good.
Yeah.
Right.
Tyler was
What
good.
y'all doing here? I'm like, man, I'm trying to give y'all a lane here, man.
Yes, Tony.
All right.
Might as well.
Fearless, bro.
Okay.
Go for it.
This guy right here. We're gonna play "Keep It." Tell me about that song, "Keep It."
Keep It is like one of the last songs we made for the album. As we was listening through the album, we was like, all right, this is fire. Like, this is really good. This is lovey-dovey. Like, it's way too much like, I love you, I need this girl in my life, this, that, and the third. And so the guys are like, man, we need something toxic from you, Tony. We need something different. And so, you know, I got in my toxic bag, and that's how that
This your
came about.
toxic? This your toxicity?
I mean,
Keep it?
you know.
I was thinking it's still a love song. Dog. This your toxicity?
Tony can't help it.
Okay. You just a romantic dude, huh?
I guess.
This guy love the ladies, man. All right, here we go. Let's play it. We gonna come back, take your calls. 888-742-3345. Yeah, 888-742-3345. Planet Giza. They're not new, but they might be new to you. They got a nice vibe going on, Heather. I couldn't pinpoint it. I just knew I wanted to have them up. I don't know,
Appreciate
man.
it.
When I get that
Appreciate
feeling.
it.
Thank you.
Last time I got that feeling, this artist named Childish Gambino came up. I'm just stunted on y'all right there. Y'all didn't catch the stunt, man. Blew y'all away. Y'all going to Fashion Week? Y'all got Fashion Week coming up? Or y'all going to Paris or something like that? Yeah?
We are.
Tell me about that, man.
I mean,
Don't rush to the mic. Rami, go ahead, man.
we're just going there to show face, basically. We ain't got nothing to do over there, just to show face and trying to travel the world, man. Yeah.
You should join I Am Cultured.
There it is.
That's
Segue.
what they do.
Yeah?
They travel the world.
There
That's the
we
founder
go.
right there.
There we go.
Let's go.
Yes, Carmia is right there. We're going to have a couple of these young folks ask you guys questions. Go ahead, step up, say your name.
Oh, is this? Oh,
This on.
Hey.
Hi, my name is Summer.
Good to meet you.
Great to meet you. I was wondering what your biggest motivator is, because I know that starting something from the ground up is never easy. So I was wondering what was the biggest push in your lives to keep you motivated towards your goals, and do you think that you've achieved a lot of the ones that you've set?
Good question. I think one of our biggest motivations was to really just create the best music that we could make. And when it's really a passion, it'll just motivate yourself. Like, you know, you'll be pushed by how far you've come and like how much you create. And do I feel like we're where we want to be? I feel like we're getting close every day.
Oh, well, that's a great answer, man. The label is probably proud of you for that answer.
Come on now, come on
That's a
now.
very well-written answer.
No training, nothing.
You practice that?
Not at all.
If we keep working, we'll reach it every day. This dude, just like his songs, he just.
That sounded presidential, didn't it?
It did. Tyler, say your name, man.
My name is Tyler James. I'm an artist as well, so I just want to let you know where it's coming from.
Okay.
In terms of like, as big as you guys are going to get, because I see, I just feel the flow, I feel the vibe, I see you guys getting bigger. As big as you guys are going to get, how do you stay authentic to yourself versus have other people pushing on different sounds on you? How do you stay authentic to your craft and yourself in terms of like your passion, being that, you know, that comes from a place within that Nominee C?
Right. I feel like it's way easier for us because we're three. Yep. And so we listen to each other. We told ourselves from the beginning, we don't care about the outside noise. If we like what we're making, that's what we're going with. If one of us disagrees, we're going to talk about it. So I feel like it's easier when you're multiple people in a group aiming towards the same goal.
Okay. Who else got a question? Jahira? Did I say your name right?
Yeah, I'm actually glad you said it right. A lot of people don't.
Okay.
Hey guys, my name is Jahira. Yeah, you guys are a really great group. I was listening to the song "What You Doing." I was over there vibing. It was a really good song. But the question I have for you guys was, what is something you would say that inspires others, like people who want to become artists but don't think they can or don't have the spaces, like you guys didn't really have the space for it, and you guys made a space out of anything you had. So what would you say for people like that to push them and persuade them that they can do this?
I think you just gotta make the jump. Like, you just gotta go for it, because if you don't, then you'll never like see any results. So I think it's basically that. It's not that complicated.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, to me.
Okay.
Thank
all right,
you.
man.
No problem.
Dude's got some interesting voices too, man. They're talking voices, right? Real gruff.
I'm
There's nothing
wondering,
to be scared of.
what has been like the...
I'll be back.
I'll be back. What have been the hardest lessons so far that you guys have had to learn within this industry? Because I think outside of it, from the way I view it, your artistry can, it's very private. It's insular. Yeah. So you don't have all these other opinions that come in or these other expectations that are put on your art. So now that you're within this industry, what have those tough lessons been?
I feel like, you want to go over it?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, don't try to force things and just listen to your guts, pretty much.
Yeah, take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Like, people will always, like, offer you things or, like, say they're going to do this or do that. But just keep up the work, like, grind for yourself, and you'll see results. That's what I think you got to do.
And I also feel like one of the hardest lessons is to actually realize that you're in the music business. Like, it's not just going to be all music.
Right.
You can't just be like, oh, I make the best music, so I'm going to be good. Nah, you got to go out here, put the groundwork, interviews, content, all that stuff.
Word.
Yeah.
Have you guys discovered what some of your weaknesses within the music business
Yeah, do an interview.
Do an interview and content and all that stuff.
Just found that out right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
You found it out with us, man. That makes it even more special.
That's crazy.
Y'all do great, man. It's the honesty, it's the authenticity
Right.
that makes it a difference. And then it's just Canada. It's popping, man. Like, I mean, what has it been like for y'all, the rise of the Drakes and the rise of, all the different folks that have come from Canada lately?
I mean, it's different for us because we're from Montreal, so it's in Quebec.
Okay.
So we don't really, like, see the
y'all don't
impact
feel it, huh?
of, we don't really feel it like that.
Okay.
More so, I'll say Kaytranada is really much more of an impact than Drake for us. Definitely, because we see it like it's right in front of us.
Plus, he's a friend of ours.
Yeah, it's
Kaytranada
his
is
family,
Because it's
yeah.
a country. So it's like if you asked an American artist who's from New York how they feel impacted by an LA artist. I think that's what it is.
Right.
That's similar.
Similar.
Okay, shit, that was pretty good analogy right there. Give Tracy G a round of applause. I was like,
You study geography, so
Right.
well, Quebec is a part of Canada, right?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, it's a private. What is it? A province?
Province.
It's a province,
Yeah, so I could go deeper. I just didn't want to do that. Tracy made a good analogy. I wasn't gonna do that.
do you guys celebrate? Like, we were having this conversation this morning about social media, right? And how it seems like certain artists on social media, you like never see their bad days. Everything is just like a carnival every single day. Big every single day. But it's like there should be some little celebrations like along the way. Like you mentioned, the song took off and Sway said how many, and maybe it was a couple hundred people, 1,000. But to me, if I was in Montreal and nobody knew me yesterday and 100 people liked my picture today, I would be jumping up and down. But that's just me. I feel like small victories aren't celebrated enough. Like a callback, it's just like, yo, we're on our way. Do you guys celebrate the small victories, or you just kind of still looking at social media saying, but we're not at this level yet?
No, we definitely celebrate the little victories, and we feel the same way. We went to London, and when first time I went to London, we had a show at the Ace Hotel, and it was like 6 people in there, right? Mm-hmm. Still, we were like, yo, we're out in London, 100. And those 6 people were like, yo, we came out here to see you guys, and it was still like something major for us.
Right.
And so we definitely celebrated that still.
100. That's a great attitude to have, because one day it'll be 60,000.
Right.
And you have to remember that feeling.
Right.
They come out to see you, give it your best, and
always
perform your best, whether it's 6 or 60,000.
And then we came back, and then it was 300. And then once we go back again, you know, we just keep progressing.
Keep building. I love it.
I love that, man. I love that. Come on, man. Planet Giza are here. They got an ill-ass name. Yep. Y'all got some ill-ass pseudonyms, too. Y'all thought about that shit. Tony Stone.
That's all like a superhero name,
right? Where'd you get that from?
That's his real name.
It's real simple.
That's his real name?
It's real simple. Yeah. My name is Anthony Pierre. And Pierre in French, it means stone in English.
Tony Stone. All right. DoomX.
Got it because my older brother used to go by DoomX, DUMIX. But I used to go by Lil DoomX. And then once I grow, I just took the Lil off. And then I changed the DUMIX for DOOMX.
DoomX. Yeah. I like that. Okay. All right.
That's my real name.
Okay, damn it. All right. You didn't put much thought behind that.
Okay, hold on. Where'd you get Sway from? Put him on the spot. Put him on the spot. Come on.
Tony Stone. I love it, man. When I was a teenager, I used to dance and spit bars, right? And my first name was really J Rock. And then it was this young dude who used to run with my crew, who was trying to figure out names, and he came up with a name, Sway. And then I gave it some definition to influence, to sway, to influence, to direct, to control. So I started emceeing. I took the name.
Fire.
Yeah, man, but I could still move my hips, Tony Stone.
I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming back, DoomX. You knew it. Come on, man. Since you asking me questions, put me to a test. Maybe I got to put you to a test. You know, you came down here and think you was coming to Shade 405. You was coming to New York City.
Come on.
You had no idea you was coming to the Valley of the Hyenas.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Turn that beat up.
Let's get it.
Turn them mics down, Torch. Turn them all down. Come on.
Thinking about the chapters of my story. From the basement to me rapping on a tour. I got a taste of satisfaction. I need more of it. Designer jacket for the chip over my shoulder. She hit me in the early hours of the morning. Cause she know it's gonna be action if I'm rolling. Way too dope, I bet my ass just hella potent. Lil' shorty came so quick, she thinks she actually teleported. Charms on my resist, with a charm that you can't resist. Put my face on televisions. Major, I don't deal with minor business. If karma is a business, someone tell her minor business, for real. Bought my girl a couple Telfars and double G's. Stuffing knots in my pocket, the problem that I need. The boy doing good, long as mama proud of him. Malibu Lagoon, sipping something by the beach. Who gets all the love? Go ask the streets like we broke up. I promise it's not you, it's me. Seen the world off of one album, you wouldn't believe. And my girl booty big like my nostrils. If I drop a song and there's some heat, this Quentin Tarantino, the high school musical. Look at you, look at me. Scared of who? Nigga, please. Independent industry. Hit my phone, I let it ring. Look, I've been doing real good for myself. London with the blokes, Maggie's in the ginger ale. Post notice solve for my mental health, ain't that right? I relinquish shit that makes me anxious. Treat it like a blank this, I can't get jiggy with this shit. One more line before I go, I'm in town. Your girl, she checking like she on parole. Nigga, let's go!
I think we got a hyena.
Let's get it.
Come on.
We in here. We in here.
I like it. Y'all like that?
That was good. That was good.
A little bit round of applause, man.
Alright.
A lot of character in that, man.
Alright.
Tony Stone remind me of a young me. Have to be okay, man.
Still making up stories.
I'm just saying. Thought she was transporting.
Teleported.
Teleport, my bad. Yo, I like your style, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, man, I like your control, your discipline. That type of verse needed that kind of discipline to bring out the kind of character was in your bars, your similes, and I like that, man. Tony Stone. Give him a big round of applause, man.
I got the Sway stamp.
You got the stamp, kid.
I got the Heather B stamp. I got the Jay-Z stamp.
Well, did Heather say yes? Heather didn't say nothing, though.
No, 100%.
100%?
Yeah, the
Okay.
showmanship, incredible. I love it. Yeah,
style, a lot of style to it, right?
I like his hair.
You should have seen.
Thank you.
You should have seen his team. They had their eyes closed, like, please don't fuck this. Please don't mess this up, man. Please. Gentlemen, I see big things for y'all for a long time.
Yep.
Thank you.
Man, thank you.
Nobody let the eagle get in between y'all either, man. Y'all about to start getting a lot of money. Y'all could tell y'all gonna get girls you never had or whatever you date. You know, all that's gonna come to you. You know, the money and the fame, the travel. Don't let none of that shit define you, man. Those are the distractions that you talked about.
Right.
You know, that'll knock you off your path and knock you off your square. How many times we've seen that? All of these artists you've seen in recent years that started off as a crew, no longer a crew, or, you know, just fell off the wayside. It's a lot to endure with fame and success. So be aware. Mm-hmm. I don't mean to sound so ominous, but you know what I mean. I just think, you know what I'm saying. I think y'all great at what you do, man. Give them a big round of applause. Planet Giza. Tony Stone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Right.
Jahira, what you think? Thumbs up?
Great.
You like them?
I might stream it for fun. I don't know.
I'm just saying, right? Come on, Tyler. You like them, Tyler?
Hold on. Before we leave, behind the scenes, Soy said he was gonna play the album every day for the next month. So you know, if y'all hear a lot of Planet Giza,
we'll play a song. We're gonna play a song.
My God.
We're gonna support. Once you come on here, if I like you come on here because we like you, so we're gonna support. So I think
and don't forget when y'all blow up and crazy big and 60,000 and 30,000, you gotta come back here.
Definitely.
Because we've seen a lot. We've been here a really long time pushing the culture forward and celebrating artists. But we watch a lot of artists do their thing. And it would be nice to see them return back so we can celebrate you some more. All right?
Yeah.
I was going to play Ships in Love, man.
That's a good one.
That's my joint right there.
I like that one too.
You like that one?
Yeah.
What's the stories you telling in that?
I'm telling stories about like my relationships with women and how it affects
how many girls you got, bro? Because it's like a lot with you over there, man.
That's a gentleman.
Put you on the spot.
Grinning a lot. The other two, like,
but it's like
man.
stories. Like I'm talking about, like my moms and like teachers and like people. It's like just women, how they influenced me. You know.
Ships
but
in
how
Love.
many? You didn't answer the question. How many girls you got?
I have one girlfriend.
Oh, she watching you already about the post.
She watched me write it out. Shout out my baby, my divine.
Shout out to my baby.
I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with a healthy relationship. You better shout it out.
Tony Stone.
So he's a lover, Sway.
She was there when you was shooting in the gym, though.
She was.
Yeah.
She's the one actually. She's the voice on the skits.
That's your girl?
The album.
And you getting her money, too?
I mean, if I'm getting paid, she getting paid.
Let's get it.
I like Tony Stone. That's where we were different, though. I wasn't like that. When
I was about you wasn't doing that, Sway.
I wasn't doing all that. All right, hey, Jenna. I hope you had a good time here, man. We had a good time with y'all, man.
Y'all want to shout out y'all girls?
Y'all want to shout out?
Shout out to my girl, man.
Yeah. These fools said, you know who you are.
You know who you are. I love all y'all.
We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Hey, man, it's time to get up out of here, man.
It's over with.
Ready when you are,
HB
album
trying
of
to
the
get
year.
us in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're fucked.
Yeah, nah, y'all good, man. I'm a play Ships in Love. We're going to end
Let's
with that,
go.
all right, man?
Ready when you are, album of the year.
Album of the year. Ready
Album
when
of the
you
year.
are.
There it is. Okay, make sure y'all get it ready when you are. I am Culture. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Miss Miss Carmia Berry. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Reggie Hudson. Did he leave already?
He right there.
Oh, yeah, that dude is always working. Reggie runs that guy right there. When we first started Sway's Universe, the YouTube channel and the website years ago, we were like ahead of everybody. And that man right there, Reggie Hudson, is the guy who spearheads it. And still to this day. So if you want to get shit posted on my platforms, don't ask me.
All right, we gonna go see him right
Go
now.
ask him.
Shout out to
All right. Okay. All right. And we'll be back tomorrow.